Well, good afternoon. This is Chris with the Ultimate Buffet Podcast. Just interrupting the beginning of this episode to kind of tell you guys that we had a little technical difficulties. We were having such a great conversation with this episode that we didn't even realize that it stopped recording. So, with that said, we hope to continue the conversation that we had with our special guests down the road. But we wanted to make sure you guys got what we had recorded. So please enjoy this episode, and we will see you all next week.
543-90210.
Well, good evening.
Good afternoon.
And good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for the countdown there, Sean.
You're welcome.
Was
that recorded?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
gotcha
Beverly
there.
Hills 90210.
There we go. Well, welcome to the Ultimate Buffet Podcast. My name is Chris.
And my name is Sean.
And we have a couple of special guests.
Special. Very special.
With an S.
S.
Today.
Plural.
Okay. But before we start, how many times you have to be on a podcast for it to be considered a special guest?
I think after the second time, you're just considered a guest, and you can figure it out from there.
Okay. Well, then we only have one guest and one special guest then.
Okay, I like it.
Because one person's no longer a special guest.
Hey, Kirk, that means you. You're just a regular guest.
Welcome back, Blee.
Thank you, two gentlemen. I'm still special.
You know what? Number 44 on the field, number 1 in our hearts.
Okay.
That's good.
And we have another special guest, a brand new special guest, Mr. Wilson.
How's it going, guys? Thank you for letting me come over the fence this time and not just peek over the fence.
Ooh, bringing it back
yes.
to 1993.
Well played there. Well played. I like that one. So for today, our episode that we're going to talk about is neighborhood etiquette.
Neighborhood etiquette.
Or neighborly etiquette.
Neighborly
whatever you
etiquette.
want to talk about. I think we got a nice...
Being a kind neighbor.
And that's where, Mr. Wilson comes in play here because, back in the home improvement days, he was hidey-ho there, Tim. So, it was nice there for,
Good.
bringing it back there.
That was
bringing
good.
It back.
Hidey-ho.
Hidey-ho.
I like it.
But we are sitting at a round table right now.
A round table. Very intimate round table.
Very intimate round table, which also means that it's daddy daycare right now.
Yes.
This is true.
So I'm going to set the caveat that there is going to be loud noises potentially coming in and out. Crying potentially. We're going to hope not. But kids are fed. They have had dessert. And they are playing.
And we have plastic cookies and
Nerf guns.
And I'm not sure what that is.
Looks like the Mario World 2.
Is you can't fit the circle in the square.
Got it.
So you got to,
Okay.
line it up right.
Okay.
You
Good.
know?
Okay, I like it.
So let's get to
Is that California legal?
That's too many rounds.
yourself.
Too many rounds.
Oh, 6. Okay, so we're in compliance.
We're good.
You're in California compliance with that.
Okay.
But let's get to the most important part of the episode.
It is the most important part of the episode.
So special bottle here, Jefferson's Reserve, but it's only special because it has my name on it, guys.
Oh, no. It is highlighted, Chris.
Yes, so it literally has my name on it.
So can you give us any background on this?
Yeah, it's just Jefferson's Reserve.
Got it.
So it is literally just plain Jefferson's Reserve. Very
no resemblance to you.
No, none at all.
You confused me. You confused me at the beginning.
I mean, Jefferson would be a cool last name, and if I was related to,
that's actually a really cool last name.
this guy on the label here, be greatly appreciated too, because I'd have a president in my.
I would say it's a historical last name there.
Yeah.
I mean, there is, I believe, the White House on the front there.
Ooh, that is clean. Okay.
So this is a very old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Very small batch is what it says. It is 45.1% alcohol to volume, 90.2 proof. So let's see.
I like this bottle. I want the image of whoever that is. That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah. So
I didn't know we were asking the guests to speak yet.
They've been introduced. They can speak,
Okay.
I guess.
All right. I just wasn't sure.
Would one of you
You're
guys?
fine. I just
Special guest, but regular
Yeah,
guest.
regular
now.
guest.
He's cut
Oh,
off.
he's just bashing on
I know.
you.
I wasn't sure.
off.
I mean,
That's
we-
not. Hey, you know what? That's not very neighborly.
That's
friendly.
not very
Yeah,
neighborly.
that is
Yeah.
exactly the opposite of why we're here today.
I've had a long day.
Etiquette.
Etiquette.
Proper etiquette.
Proper etiquette. Okay. fine. All right.
But would one
Okay.
of you like to open up the bottle?
I will not touch Chris's bottle.
Would you like to open?
What's
I think the
what-
special guest
Yeah.
should do.
Okay.
is there a 6
No,
p.m.?
just give it a nice open.
Ooh,
Okay.
That was nice and smooth.
That was good
and
pop.
clean pop.
Good
there.
pop. Good pop.
It has
good
a
pop.
real tight opening.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Small orifice.
Yeah, like I don't know if it'll pour out smoothly or not.
It's
Well,
not-
let's
maybe
see
it's got
here.
a good glug.
It's got
It's
all
all
the
right.
glug. It has
Ooh,
all the
that was
glug.
good.
Ready?
Not bad. I'll take it. I will take it.
That was a good one.
And they pour it.
That's a finger and a half.
You're
Okay, you're gonna be here for
Well,
a while.
And the
all
tight
right?
orifice?
You're
Yes.
orifice.
As
Well,
long as the
why don't we do
circulation
it?
doesn't go.
A cheers first, boys.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like the smell.
Ooh, it's smooth. Ooh.
Where
Okay,
did this
that is-
bottle come from?
I got this actually as a Christmas present.
From?
My father-in-law.
Ooh.
So he had the bottles. He got one for all the boys in the family with their name on it.
Nice.
So
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming he is a little bit of a whiskey connoisseur to be giving gifts like that. Or is he
well, yeah,
like,
we all
is it
like
his-
whiskey.
it's
So
it's his drink of choice.
yeah, so yeah, there's why not get a bottle and
Yeah.
go from there. So well, let's just jump into it to some etiquette, neighborhood etiquette. So what would be one thing that you guys would say probably drives you the craziest?
I don't know. I have wonderful neighbors.
Well,
Okay, so what if you?
Okay, so
didn't?
you're out. Jiminy Christmas. Okay.
If
You
you
can finish your drink and go.
hypothetically, what would be yours?
Hypothetically, I don't know.
You've had bad neighbors in the past, I'm going to assume.
I've lived in bad neighborhoods.
Okay. But what would be, so like in a situation, what would be something that would irritate you?
Okay. I understand that streets are open to the public, but I hate when neighbors park in front of your house.
Ooh, okay, that's it. That is
That-
very,
okay.
Like, on
Like
the
if there's like a
fence.
designated spot where it's like I like my car to be there in front of my house and someone else parks there.
And you routinely every day park in the same
Yes.
spot.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not like you don't just ever park there and someone parks in front of your house. I agree with the parking in front of the house, personally. I don't like it because what if we have friends over? I get it that it's open to the public, but if they live there, and especially if they have open spots like in their driveway or in their garage or something like that, that's what drives me nuts, right? Like I get it if you have a party and that people park in front, that's going to happen. Like that actually doesn't bug me at all.
Yeah.
But if you
If we're jockeying for that spot on the daily,
yeah,
that bugs me.
yeah, I agree.
So, what would be a kind of a thought in this process here would be the neighborhood that you're living in. Now, if you were in a neighborhood, like you said, you lived in, not so good neighborhoods in the past, and now you're in a better neighborhood. That better neighborhood might have wider streets, might have more
Yeah.
space to park versus tighter streets,
yeah,
less places to park.
Old people.
So my question is, if you were in that area, would your mindset change knowing that, hey, like we're just crammed in here regardless? Or would your mindset be the same whether you guys is crammed in, everybody just parks where the spot is open, you come home, it's there, you park, you move, or you have a lot of space and it goes, hey, well, there's all this space. Why did you park in front of my house when you have all this extra space? Personally, would your mindset change in the different scenarios, or would you stay the same?
So mine doesn't change. So
I go back to, I've lived in a community that didn't have driveways, right? Or only a few people had driveways. And people had to park everywhere. Smaller streets, everyone had to park everywhere. That kind of was what it was because we didn't have driveways, right?
Exactly.
But if you had a driveway, right? So like some areas, they still have driveways like normal communities. This was one of those 0 lot communities, that kind of stuff. If it was in a normal community that everyone had driveways and that kind of stuff, that would irritate me because you have a driveway. Yeah. Why aren't you parking in your driveway and parking in front of my house?
Yeah.
Personal opinion.
Yeah. Okay. So the last house that we had, it wasn't considered a court, but there were 4 houses in this end location that if someone were to park in front of your house that wasn't going to your home, it would block the whole section.
Street,
Yeah. So that would bother me, parking in front of a home. I fortunately now have the ability that if someone were to park in front of my house, it wouldn't affect having friends over because they could park in the larger driveway.
Well, yeah, your driveway can fit like 4 football fields.
Well, we did count it out, and I think you and I counted that we could do 9 or 10 vehicles.
Yeah, there could be a lot.
If we packed them in, it'd be 9 or 10 cars.
If you packed it in pretty tight, you could do pretty well. I mean, you could do 5 with space comfortably.
Correct.
Like not even guiding someone in.
No, that's just pulling in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is really nice. I think that's super nice for that. Yeah. So if someone does park their car in front of your house or their trailer in front of your house, it's not that big of a deal.
No, and if your trailer's parked in front of your house, I don't think that's a big deal.
Do you speak from experience?
I do.
Oh.
I do. I speak from experience in regard to so the neighborhood etiquette that we're discussing this evening has come due to an experience that I've gone through over the last couple days. Someone in the neighborhood has called the local police department, which is fine. They're in their right to do so. But I feel that with just being a neighbor, if you have an issue, come knock on the door.
Well, and I think in your case, I mean, it's kind of we've had a lot of high winds. A lot of people have lost their fences. Well, and someone could have almost lost their house in your neighborhood
because of a tree cracking.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously the wind level is super high in your case. And your fence broke, so you had to move your trailer so your fence could get fixed. So I think in that case, like obviously your fence isn't working properly, and you had to move the trailer so it could get fixed.
Yeah. So
why wouldn't you ask?
With moving a trailer to be, having a fence fixed, hence what happened today. We had the fence fixed.
Yep.
I had to have the trailer moved.
Yep.
Due to construction.
Yep.
Yet the local police department was called yet again.
Yeah. And that, I mean, I don't know. That's one of my things. I feel like you should be able to talk to your neighbors, but a lot of people don't like confrontation, right? So
confrontation is a big thing with people.
Yes.
Because confrontation is triggering. Confrontation can lead to things, people that it's a big no. They want to try and avoid all costs.
Correct.
Whether it's positive or not.
Correct.
Whether it goes smoothly or not. That fear of it not going well, I think is probably pretty big for most people.
And I think Mr. Wilson, you being a fence guy, you're the fence guy.
And I have to play in the middle guy a lot too.
Yeah,
between neighbors.
Yep. Mr. Wilson
actually a lot. Like
he never shows face.
He never shows face.
Full face.
Never.
Half face.
Never. Half face.
Even sitting here right now, he has a fence in front of his face.
It's correct.
It's just eyes.
It's just, that's it. It's eyes. It's fence boards and eyes.
So how bad do you want to judge the neighbor?
It's 1/2 inch by 6 in front of your face.
So, discussing all this, what would be proper etiquette?
I think
what would be neighborly etiquette
in his situation?
In this situation.
I would say, go for it. proper would be, Carol or whoever she is across the street.
Karen.
Karen.
Karen is okay.
Karen.
Carol.
We're good. Karen.
Whatever.
Karen.
Yeah. So
Capital letters, all of them.
if Karen, if she would have the courage to come across the street and just maybe see for herself, ask just, hey, what's going on?
Would you be accepted if she didn't like confrontation if she wrote a letter and put it on your door?
Did she put her name and her address?
No.
It's
Just
anonymous.
No.
Well, no, then that's
Okay.
No,
What-
I would. That's the same as
Calling.
calling the
Yeah.
non-emergency line
Yeah.
for the local police department.
And I only asked because I was playing devil's advocate there
I
and said
agree.
no.
Yeah.
But if she put yes and just said, hey, I'm not trying to cause confrontation, but I've noticed that your trailer has been out in front of the driveway. I don't know if you're aware of the city ordinances. Would you be able to move it, please? How would you react to that?
I would be reactive if this individual were to give me their number and want to make a phone call or discuss it in person, but not to be quiet and beating around the bush with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so leaving the name and number is leaving the door open to go, hey, contact me, let's talk about it.
Correct.
That would be the
I would
correct
be-
way of going about that situation, because then you'd be able to communicate with her that, hey, like, look, this is on the books. I got this. The fence is happening on this date. We're going to be getting this all squared away, and the trailer's gone.
I
And in
suppose
her
the
mind,
first question is, have you ever had previous interaction with said person?
Never.
Okay.
but even if you did, it would still, by her writing the letter and leaving her contact, it gives you the go. You're not feeling threatened. You're feeling in a sense of like, maybe you're like, oh man, come on, like it hasn't been that long, or haven't you seen my fence down, or whatever it might be. But
Exactly,
but you're still open with her giving that and saying like, here's my information. She's still putting out there like, hey, I'm open to talking with you. We haven't talked before, but I'm willing to talk to you, versus like hiding in the shadows and going, I'm going to call on you and watch
Correct.
this, check this out.
Correct.
Because now you build that between each other, where
Correct.
it's like now you have that negative feeling towards possible neighbor because they went that route instead of the route of, let's just talk about it.
How would you handle
Just
that?
be able to
Lee?
talk about it.
I'd go up to him 100%.
Okay.
But you're not afraid of confrontation.
I don't think it's about confrontation at that point. It's about principle. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just come up to me and say that bothered you, and then we could have a discussion? And then, if at that point you still don't understand my situation, then that's on you.
So you're saying to follow up if they don't want to follow up by leaving their contact or having that open door to say and communicate. You are saying like, well, I'm going to go that, since you're not doing that, I want to go to that next step and go, hey, so next time something comes up, let's just talk about it, because I'm open to talking, and I'm letting you know that I'm open to talking. I'm not scary, like I'm here open, because that would probably solidify that
No, because I think if you write
bad
a letter,
blood, I guess you could say, that would
Yeah,
be there
yeah.
by you being, I guess you say, the bigger person and going,
I think
Yeah.
by writing a letter, whether that person's phone number is there or not, is chicken shit. Because are you gonna write a letter?
no, but we were talking about the letter part.
I know, but I'm just saying
compared to calling, right?
No,
Weren't we
which
talking
is,
about that?
well, how are you gonna get to that point? You're gonna have to leave your number somehow, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just thought
A letter could be like, "Hey, sorry I missed you. I came by. You guys weren't home.
Yeah.
Could you give me a call? I'd like to discuss the issue about
Mhm.
the." I can respect that.
Yeah.
So in that case, so you have local law enforcement called to give you a citation. If you know,
Twice.
if you know or assume that you know who the person is, do you go confront them now?
Well,
Hugh,
let's circle back. I think properly neighborly etiquette would be for that person with the issue to come to you and face
I agree.
face to face, right?
Yes.
100%.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
Because there's a lot of issues that you have just being in a neighborhood, right? You have things up in front, you have fences that you share with your neighbors that, let's be honest, they break, right? And things happen, or hey, my kid threw his football over the fence. Do you mind if I get it back? And that kind of stuff. Those are normal things to, hey, can I get my football back, or can I get my baseball back? And you have to deal with the giant dog that comes after the kids because they're too scared to go.
Kind of like
Sandlot.
Yeah. Just references, guys. References.
We watched that at work last night, actually. It's good.
Watching movies all the time, right?
I am.
Yeah. So I agree. I think going and talking to your neighbors is the first thing to do. But in this case now that wasn't do you do anything though?
Yeah.
Do you do anything at all? What do you think? What would be? Is there a proper etiquette after the scenario?
So what I want to do and what I think needs to be done may be two different things. So I would like to hear.
Well, what are those two things?
Yeah.
So I would.
Let's critique you right now.
Okay, let's go for
Critique the shit out of
it. Let's go for it. So I would like tomorrow to go ring this individual's doorbell and say, hey, I've heard from multiple neighborly sources that you have an issue with the trailer parked on the side of the road in front of my property.
Okay, that's A.
That's A. Or
and what would you like to happen?
What I would like to happen is her. It's cat's out of the bag. It's a her. I would like her to drive by and just say, "Hey, your trailer is blocking the view that I have of my morning drive of my house to my morning Starbucks run. Please fix it." Not to mention the orange fence that I have in my front yard due to current and ongoing construction at my home for a fence that would block in the travel trailer said in front of my house.
What's option B?
That was option B.
Oh, that was option
That was
B.
option B.
Okay.
Option C would be I say nothing and the fence gets fixed in the next 4 days and life goes on. Nothing was ever said. And
I would send all my kids to go play in front of that house.
Correct.
So back to neighborhood etiquette.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to cause
I don't know
that kind of
riff,
whatever, bad blood, whatever it is, that energy in the neighborhood that you're planning on being there for a while, and you know that neighbor might possibly be there for a while? Or do you bite your bottom lip and you just suck it up and you go, hey, you know what, I'm going to just make this right. And guess what? And by doing that, maybe it'll teach that person the proper
I think you should
way
park
to
the
handle
trailer further down the street
in
for
front of her
69
house.
hours and then move it back.
Yeah.
And the next day move it back.
that's public property.
Yeah. As long as you move it, right? Every 72.
And I have 72 hours to move it.
I kind of like where you're going with it, though. I'm not disagreeing with you because
I
would
we
be
all
that
want
guy.
to do that. We
Yes,
all want
we
to park
all-
the trailer
yes.
in front of her driveway
In front of
and
me.
give her just enough space to pull her
Yes.
car out and in.
I'm petty.
But
You know?
if
but
you're going to start petty, I'll return that.
but I think the thing is you hit something on the head. You plan on being in this neighborhood for a long period of time. Could this neighbor potentially cause more issues down in the future?
Yeah.
And remembering that you have a family, you have kids, that kind of stuff is down the
youth. He's got youth.
that down the road, right?
Down
That
the road, you might
where
have a
you're-
bigger trailer.
Or
you might have something
you
that's
have-
taking up more space for a little bit of period of time because of whatever happens. But
It
you've
could
had
even
that
be a boat.
interaction before, and you go, "Hey, Mary, hey, it's just going to be here until Friday. I promise."
or
I
you have
promise.
your 16-year kid becomes 16 years old and is drinking on the corner, and rather than her coming and telling you, hey, I saw your kid drinking on the corner,
Apple juice.
and they call the local police department just to come get him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could go a lot of different ways. Like,
The pros,
Trust me,
the pros
trust
could
me.
outweigh the cons.
It could.
when you
but I
become
also
that.
don't. If you've never had a conversation with this person, you never know that outcome at the same time. Though, if you have this conversation with her and she instantly turns on you, okay, sorry, ma'am, I apologize for bugging you. You have a great rest of the day,
And
then
then
you
I
never
pull my
talk to her.
trailer in front of her house.
Yeah, and then do you like eggs?
Yeah, but at least you tried.
And toilet paper.
Yeah,
And toilet paper.
And how's bologna on the hood of your car?
and forks.
And bleach on the grass. Oh my gosh, we're
And
so
saran
bad.
wrap around the car?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done that a
That's
couple
bad
times,
for the
actually.
environment.
And she parks in the garage. So I couldn't do that.
Or bologna.
Spike strip before the garage door opens.
Wow.
Deep.
Okay,
Deep.
so
Wilson,
with that-
Mr. Wilson went deep.
With that said, we are not planning on doing any of
No,
this.
no,
legality
no.
of the podcast.
Yes.
This
All
is just
hypothetical.
all hypothetical, and we are not.
No,
Actually going to do this.
so quick backstory for everything we've discussed in the last 25 minutes. I have a travel trailer that has been parked on the street due to a fencing issue with the previous storms that we've had in Placer County. And as of today, Mr. Wilson came by to fix said fence. And we are 50% of the way done with the fence, and the travel trailer will be back behind closed doors. And in the last couple of days, we have had the local police department show up on multiple occasions for a complaint of the trailer. So that's kind of where we're at with
This is all led to.
this is all led to
Etiquette number 2. As a result of all this, you've learned a couple things about fences.
yes.
Have you not?
I have.
And being a good neighbor.
I have. So 1, 2, 3 fences need to be replaced, and 1 of 3 neighbors have said, "Yeah,
I'm on board.
we will totally replace the fence that needs to be replaced." And the other 2 said, "No, no, no. The 15-year-old fence that's currently
Still standing
18-year-old fence that's still standing
by the bushes.
by the
Holding it
bushes, being held up by bushes, is good for another 5 or 10 years."
Correct.
So etiquette, fences.
Well, I have a question. Well, because you obviously are the expert in this case. Have you ever had a situation where you are fixing a fence, one person's paying for it, the other person's not, and obviously you have to be in between both, right? Has anyone ever said anything like, "No, you can't touch that fence"?
No, because we try and vet that out prior.
Okay.
Because obviously, you got contract monies involved.
Yeah.
All of that. We try and make sure that they've made contact with neighbor. Said neighbor knows this is happening on this date,
Okay.
so that there is no issues like that.
Yeah.
But that does lead to a story of where the neighbor had their preference on certain plants and placement of the fence, not paying, but because of it's their property, they we've had a couple, this one in particular, that was confrontation over a palm tree plant that was impeding on the neighbors who's paying for the fence.
Yeah.
So the plant has already done its damage to the fence.
Yeah.
And is now overgrown into neighbor's yard.
Okay.
So replacing that fence means
That tree has to come down.
well that new line,
Yeah.
right? That's going to be there.
Yeah.
Which is, it goes in place of the old line, but you're going to be slightly off based off of various things. Because that plant grew over, they were upset that we had to cut some of that plant
Okay.
because they were worried about the health of the plant.
Okay.
It's a situation where it's kind of like, this is their property.
Yeah.
It has to be cut.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this fence can't go up, or it's going to be growing up into your fence. We couldn't even lay the fence. So this was something where like, we couldn't even put the fence down unless we had to get rid of these root system that was there. And so it was like, sorry, you know, I mean, there's nothing you can do. I mean, as somebody that's in that situation, you have you literally have a line on your property that is a pencil line.
Yeah.
You know, that goes, here's your split.
Yeah.
And, you know, be with it. So we've had situations like that where there is, and I've had to deal with the guy. I mean, back and forth. It was almost like an hour out of the day.
So you're a mediator as well.
Mediating.
So you have a mediator business as well.
I should.
Okay.
I've joked about it a lot. I mean, landscaping, mediator, I've doing it all. And it's like, you could, yes, possibly do both. You know, this is an extra $100 charge if you want me to be your therapist.
Over a plan.
Yeah. But it comes up and it happens, and people, you know, it's theirs. So it means so much to them that they emotions get involved and all of that starts happening, and you know, you gotta keep everybody calm. And even if you mentioned, you know, that this guy was a little difficult with Victor, the neighbor that we just did. Mm-hmm. When I met him, you know, like I did my normal thing, and it was like he like right away he was like liked me. He was like, "Can you have a card?
A guy.
Do you have a card? You know, like you know, can I have you do my more work?" And it was like it was super easy. Yeah. You know, and it was like, yeah, he's a little bit harder to understand because, you know, he's got a language barrier there, but I'm super patient, and I was able to, you know, just let him talk and do his thing, and he was stoked. You know, he's thrilled, you know, that this all went down, and it got done before he left town, and like, you know, and so it's things like that where you bring it always comes together most of the time. But yes, you have to play that because it's between neighbors.
Yeah.
And you have that thing where you have,
I don't know. I paid today.
You have that value there where like that value of like mine and the emotion of that comes into place, whether it's parking in front of your house or your neighbor, you know, a tree in your fence line or whatever it is. You know, you have that where you have to go, hey, you know what? I'm going to swallow my pride for a second here and just go, I'm going to do the good neighbor thing. Yeah. You know? Sometimes I think you just have to do that as a neighbor. Yeah. Unless you want to be that Karen that everybody hates. So,
yes.
You know?
Yep. And that's not me.
That's why I'm glad on I only have 2 neighbors, thank goodness. I don't have a third behind. I'm happy on one side I have a bar in between the fences.
Oh, nice.
With the neighbor.
Oh, how cool.
So that's a win right there.
Super cool.
So I don't have to worry about that. And then the other side, they're friendly. So
you've got that nice retaining brick wall.
Yeah.
That's a question. So I have a neighbor behind me, and I live in a newer development. There's a retaining wall, and then there's a fence that sits on the wall. Mm. So if that retaining wall ever fell, would I be responsible? Like, would we split responsibility for that?
I mean, I guess technically, like it's literally like splitting your guys' properties.
Yeah, but like my property is more elevated, so the only thing I see is the wood fence.
Got it. But then the retaining wall is on
their property
their
below.
Side. Yeah, it would technically be. I mean, you don't necessarily would have to do it in. Is it in stone or something like? You wouldn't necessarily have to do it. I don't know how high it is, but
I don't either. Yeah.
Typically, yes. Like it would be like if you guys were replacing that, most likely the stone's not going to give. You know, most likely you're going to be replacing just the fence. Yeah. Hopefully, but you know, in the sense of that, like we've done multiple situations where higher or lower, and we've had to build a retaining wall up. Oh. You know, and it's all part of the fence itself. It's all connected. Mm. So yeah, I mean, in that situation, I would say if like it actually failed, it wouldn't be all on them or all on you. It'd be something, or it's still a split thing, you know, because you guys didn't control that land difference. Yeah. You know, like the land difference is there. Yeah. And so that retaining wall is holding your land from going to their land.
See, like
essentially, that's all it's doing. So yeah.
On one side of the neighbors, we're like 6 inches above them, but there's obviously no wall, but we're 6 inches above them. So like one of the posts needs to be replaced. because of the winds and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, that's going to suck because there is that difference.
Yeah.
So you have to account for that difference. I just took a nice steel stake and staked it in and put a nice
There you go.
piece of steel through it. And
I
There
see
you
what
go.
this guy did, huh?
That'll hold.
Yeah.
That'll work
Yeah.
for a while.
yeah, no, it'll work till we can fix it. So
Did
Yeah.
your fence fail due to the storm?
This one, yeah, I'd say partially.
They're older too.
Yeah, these are the original fences from 2005. This fence started to lean due to the storm. This fence
to the left.
to the left
The
has
back was
been
leaning.
leaning due to he kept ladders on his fence, so there was
Extra weight
there was
there.
extra
Yeah.
weight there. But this one, yes.
Have you? So I asked my insurance company if they would fix fence due to storms, and they do.
They will. Yep.
But it's prorated depending on the age of the fence.
The age of the fence and like the damage too, correct?
Yes.
Because they'll try.
Pay as little as
They
can.
will try to just do a section versus your whole.
Yes. But it's something to look into. Might be worth your deductible.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a fence that
Because I mean,
You know-
technically, that one's down. That one's literally
Well, and
it's
plus,
leaning.
if you both claimed,
That one's
both
down.
sides of the neighbors claim, they
Mm.
file a claim, then you guys can.
You might be able to make money off of that.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
'Cause that-
but technically, both homeowners, if they're going to say yes, we're going to split this 50-50, we're going to both file a claim. They both have the right to file a claim at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they could pay their deductible, whether it's $500,
Yeah.
$1,000, or I don't know, $1,500, depending on.
Yeah.
And then, so this did actually happen to my dad. A tree fell down and took out his fence, and so that was obviously covered by insurance and everything. But the insurance ends up paying that both parties end up claiming.
Yep.
And so insurance money, her insurance paid her. My dad's insurance paid him.
Yep.
The lump sum was more than what the fence actually cost to get replaced.
Wow.
So they
Okay.
both end up
Make it
pocketing a little bit of money
Nice.
based off of it.
And that happens.
And that can happen.
I mean,
some food for thought.
yeah.
So how would that?
No footprint. No footprint.
I know.
Remember, guys, daddy daycare.
Daddy daycare.
Daddy daycare.
Yeah.
So how would that work with Mr. Wilson? So if I call the insurance company and I say, "Hey, so the fence is falling down. How does that work? Like, do they?"
Well, they'll ask you questions about the fence and this that, and you would have. I mean, again, there's the whole insurance thing, like we just talked about. They're gonna try and pay the littlest amount they can.
So
So
So let's say it's $2,100 to replace that whole back fence.
Mhm.
They cut me a check for.
Depends what your deductible is too. So minus your deductible.
Okay, so I don't know what that is. Let's go round numbers.
let's say it's $1,000.
$1,000, and then they say we're going to pay $500 towards it. So I pay the insurance company $1,000. I have $500 in cash. Your price is $2,000. So then I give you the 500 plus 15.
Well, no,
He's
at that-
getting paid $2,000 no matter what.
Yeah, at that point, it wouldn't be worth claiming because you're not getting more than your deductible for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
It would be more so like it'd be worth it if that was $3,000. Your deductible is $500. You pay the $500. They give you the remainder to pay towards the fence,
Right.
and then
So it'd be worth it.
that
if you claim
neighbor
every
does the
panel,
same.
Every side paid your $1,000. Well, I think most house deductibles are $1,000.
Yeah, it's about around there.
And then you get a quote for 6 or 7 to
Okay.
replace it.
So I just
Mr.
continue.
Wilson gives you a good deal, and you guys all make out happy.
Well, no, in that situation, Mr. Wilson would give you an inflated deal
Yes.
because then you go to insurance and go, "Hey, this is going to cost me $6,000 to fix."
Yeah.
Well, it's not inflated. It's based off current market value.
Well, yes,
of
yes.
lumber
Allegedly
and-
inflated. Allegedly.
Yeah. Because
You're
you
worth-
have business
you're
needs
worth
and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
You have expenses that you have to pay for as
Exactly.
a
Gas has gone up.
correct.
And it's
Lumber has gone up
going
a
up.
lot,
Lumber-
right? So lumber's not cheap anymore.
And with what's going on in society right now, we don't know where prices are going to go.
Correct, and that's where I think the key thing is you, in that case, you're giving your fair market value of what it is.
Yeah. It
the-
wouldn't be the friendly discount. It would be more so just the normal.
That would be your normal
price.
price.
Normal
Okay.
price,
All right.
So,
I like
And
that.
then the insurance goes, okay, well, this is what it is, and then you end up paying maybe a little less because you found a different guy.
Yeah, but I like my guy.
But you got it done.
well,
Yeah.
or you could go to the insurance companies and say, hey, listen, I got multiple offers because I know this is a big deal. And say for the whole thing, one guy said it's going to cost me $10,000, one's $9,000, and I also have a guy that's $8,000 that is going to do it, and so they're going to go with the cheapest option, right?
Oh, 100%.
And then go, there's your deal, right? So you did them a solid by getting multiple offers, and they pay the $8,000 or whatever it is.
You could play the same game.
Yeah.
I think it's worth the phone call.
But it is worth something just to start brainstorming. Even let your what's his name, Kevin, neighbor.
I don't know.
Oh well, even let your other neighbor know.
Yeah.
Hey, but obviously run the numbers first and see, is it even going to be worth it? Because if it's not, if it's too close, you don't want to pay your deductible, increase your insurance, and yada yada yada. For if it's not worth it.
Well, I was this close to telling him today, hey, I'm going to pay for the other 2 fences to be done.
But has he made that progress ever? Today, that was the most progress ever. Your guys' communication between each other of it possibly getting done, correct?
Oh, no. That was all smoke.
Oh,
that was smoke.
He's done that before,
Yes.
saying a couple months.
Yes.
Got it.
The 6-week thing. Oh yeah, we're in. Just let me know.
Got it.
Let me know.
Oh, okay.
And then it was, a week later. Hey, so where does your guy get the lumber from?
Yeah.
Oh,
But does
let's,
it matter where you get the lumber from?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
But
on your end.
On your end, but does it matter really for him?
I mean,
If
for
he doesn't
quality matters. Quality matters. I would understand asking a quality question because it does matter in the sense of like even big box stores. You go buy a 4x4 from a big box
Oh
store,
yeah,
and that thing's gonna even if it's as straight as an arrow, that as soon as it starts hitting weather and everything, it'll twist on you, turn, bend. I've seen crazy stuff happen where I'm like, how did that even happen?
So you basically just look at people like that and go, it's not coming from a big box store. Don't worry.
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah, because the quality there is so much.
They got margins.
Mass. Yeah,
They have margins and they have
mass quantity that they're pumping out versus these a little bit smaller places that only focus on lumber material, not everything else too. So there is a quality difference where like I could understand that concern of going, hey, I know what this is like. Where are they getting their lumber? So like that I would understand, but I can. You've had history with him where today was another of let me check it out. Let me see. Yep. Okay, are they legit? Okay, yeah, it looks really good. He was boasting about how good it looked and how he was excited about getting it done in the next couple months and all that. And it's like,
it's funny.
And
well,
could be and other things in hindsight. Life happens, and not everybody has the extra money, and that's the reason why, honestly, like this business in general is something that like I looked at as like you almost get held down in the sense of like you're kind of the bottom of the barrel when it comes to construction work. It's like it's the last thing you want to do. Like your fence, like all your neighbors you're experiencing. We're here talking about like neighborhood etiquette and things like that. And like, yes, if your fence is down, you got to get it back up. Yeah. But I do understand the people that hold on for like, it's not down yet. Because it's that extra money that's there. Like, not everyone wants to spend it on the fence. Correct. They want to spend it on, things like where their living space.
Or like vacation.
Things like, or like, in the construction field though, like, remodeling your floors, your cabinets, whatever, the countertops, like those are like wants, those are like things that people like, they feel good about doing. here,
Correct.
handing over the cat. Yeah,
Correct.
sign the check over, no problem, dude.
Yep.
Like I can't wait till my kitchen's done.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
True.
Yep.
where a fence, it's kind of like, God darn it,
Yep.
I gotta pay that $2,000. Why? I wanted to go to this or that,
Yeah.
or I wanted to do this, or I wanted to
I
get new
wanted to
sand
paint the
tires
house.
for my sand rail, or
Yeah.
I wanted to whatever it is.
Well, and that's and that's the difference. It's like
that extra
I
cash
get
is
off.
there.
I get off on defense.
And some
I'm
people,
excited.
and that's the opposite, though. That's the opposite. The opposite is, oh, I bought this property. Well, this whole property
Mhm.
reflects me.
Correct.
And
Correct.
that's the other side of it. That's those
And-
are the side. Those are the side those are the customers that we love.
On the
You
note,
know?
have you seen how bad his grass is? I mean,
Weeds.
that's a
the 20
reflection.
The
It's
20. It's not
weeds.
grass back there.
Weeds
No,
back there.
It's not back.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
Mine's all
weeds.
weeds.
It's weeds.
It is funny.
26th. The 26th of this month.
It is funny you're talking about lumber, and then I just recognized your hat,
Yeah. Oh,
and I'm
I
like,
got this for free today.
yeah, well, as you should, yeah,
Yeah,
as you
that's
should.
what we're gonna do.
You're buying some lumber, and that's a good place to get some lumber. So,
I
Yeah.
need a hat.
Hey, if you want this one, you can have it.
literally, he's gonna give you the hat off his head.
Yeah, Kyle just gave this to me today. They're like, here, Berko gave a hat. Wasn't it?
Well, I'm not
They
going
gave
to
us
take.
two of us.
I'm not going to take yours and his hat. Like if another
If
one
you-
comes
if
up,
you want it, you can
no,
have
no,
it.
no, I believe you, and I appreciate that.
Next
So-
But
next
the
time,
next one,
next hat I get, it's going to you.
yes.
Okay.
So, with that said, another neighborhood etiquette.
Mhm.
So, talking about the backyard, talking about fences and all
Mhm.
that. What's your feeling on loud music?
So I'm hit or miss on this.
I have a few caveats to the question.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I feel like there's some caveats here. I have young kids.
Yep.
I understand and am cognizant of loud music with people wanting to sleep at night. I get that.
So
But
I'm having a party. Friends are over. I'm playing loud music. It's off by 9:30.
well, noise violation is until 10, so you're in the clear in my head.
Okay, so I'm going till 10:30 now. 10:15, 10:30.
I'm okay with it because as Mr. Wilson found out today, hey, where's the baby at? It's super loud up here. Like the kids are jumping and running around and this, that, and the other. Oh, the baby's sleeping.
What?
I'm not going to stop our life due to a child sleeping,
But-
and that's on us. And we've just
But we all know in this world
supported.
there is going to be that person that
Mhm.
does not have that sleeping child, right?
Well, that's fine.
So not even at that. Maybe it's the middle of the day. It's noon, and you have really loud music, and your kid is trying to take a nap, and it doesn't take a nap. What's-
I would be frustrated with the loud music at noon o'clock.
Noon
At
o'clock.
noon.
At noon.
That's pretty cool. Noon o'clock.
Noon o'clock.
All right, new time.
Noon o'clock.
Yeah, pour a little bit more of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noon o'clock.
So at noon, I wouldn't. So are you saying that the music's so loud? You're in a neighborhood, right?
Yes.
You're in a normal neighborhood, houses,
Yep.
normal yard size,
Yep.
decent size.
Yep.
whatever yard
West
space.
side of Roseville. We're
And
here.
you're inside and you can hear the loud music.